being like a doormat and let everybody tread over you. That's not humility. No. We need to understand it right. You know, you can take the letter of Scripture and see, Jesus said, when somebody slaps you on one cheek, what should you do? Turn the other cheek. He said that in Matthew 5. Let's see what Jesus himself did. You can't have a better example than Christ. John chapter 18. When the high priest asked Jesus something, when he was standing before the high priest at his trial, John 18:19, Jesus replied to him, and the high priest wanted to know about your teaching, and Jesus said, go and ask the people who heard me. Verse 21. And when Jesus said this, verse 22, one of the officers standing by Jesus gave him a blow on his face and said, is that the way you answer a high priest? What did Jesus say? When somebody slaps you on one cheek, what should you do? Turn the other. Did he do it? No, he didn't. That is the danger of following the letter of the law. He said, if I have spoken wrongly, bear witness of me, of the wrong. But if I have it rightly, why do you strike me? How do you reconcile that with Jesus saying, turn the other cheek? The letter kills. The Spirit gives life. Jesus wasn't a doormat for everybody to walk over him. He asked for his rights. If I have spoken what is right, why do you strike me? People have take one scripture and live by that. That's how you go into wrong doctrine. You can take this scripture and live by this and go to wrong doctrine too. I presume they struck him again. He kept quiet. The meaning of what Jesus taught is, don't fight with people. You can ask for your rights, but if they don't give it to you, leave it in God's hands. We can ask for our rights in a court of law if you're accused falsely, but if they don't give it to you, well, trust God then. But we don't have a spirit of fighting back with someone who strikes me on one cheek. That's just an example. Where was Jesus' humility seen? I'll show you. As I said, it was not in being like a doormat. What is true spirituality? It's not being like a doormat. It's not in speaking always very nicely. You remember Jesus turned to the Pharisees and said in Matthew 23, said about them, you serpents, you generation of vipers, how will you escape the damnation of hell? That's in Matthew 23, verse 33. Where was his humility seen? In telling the money changers, will you gentlemen please not do this here? No. He took a whip and chased them out. Learn from me, for I am humble and gentle. That doesn't look very gentle, does it? To turn over the tables and make the coins run away. I tell you, if you follow the letter of Scripture, you will deceive yourself. Follow Jesus.